7.5-year labor of love, and you said it was far tougher filling into P.T. Barnum's shoes than preparing for that body in Wolverine.
Physically? It was way more fun than sitting in the gym for 3 hours a day and eating steamed chicken. But I would say about as tough. Because it's fun, it's not as tough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But physically, dancing 10, 12 hours a day, I've always said dancers, and I don't count myself as a real dancer, but real dancers can withstand pain, I would say, more than a rugby player, more than anything.
Absolutely. And singing, you defied the doctor's orders and sang your heart out. Was there a moment when you thought, should I or should I not?
I the whole time I was like, I should not. I definitely should not. He was very, very clear with me that this is a really, really bad idea and you can get infection and all that stuff and not to do it. So I said, I'm just going to sing to myself. It was the last song. And I was like, oh, just sing. And we'd spent 2 weeks preparing and I was so excited about it. And I sang the first line. I thought, oh, that's very quiet, so I'll sing the second line. I'll sing the third line. And I just took, like the song just took over me. It was very showbiz.
So, I mean, seeing you sing, dance, and this movie, the extravagance, and it's so spectacular, it could be a Bollywood film.
Totally. I was wondering if you were going to say that. I love that. I've always wanted to do a Bollywood film. I think that it's just so much fun. But it kind of is. It's like magic realism. It's not sort of... it's not meant to be like a documentary. We're in a fantastical world. It's larger than life, and people break into song and dance all over the place, and it's fun. Very fun, you know,
true.
and meant to make you happy.
And you learned some dancing moves from Shah Rukh Khan. Did they play out any time?
Yes, he did. I didn't use them because I lost my mentor. He gave me one lesson. I need more than one lesson. Come on, Shah Rukh Khan. I need more than one lesson. I need a whole, like, workshop.
You need to come back.
And he wouldn't, yes.
And also P.T. Barnum, he was a flawed character. You call him a disruptor. So what was it like filling into his shoes? And as the director said, you were the necessary casting to play him so that the audience believes in him.
That's very sweet of the director. He actually didn't have a choice because I chose him. So he couldn't recast me. That would have been really awkward. Thanks for giving me the film. Now I would like Robert Downey Jr. to play the part. No, he is a flawed character. I read a lot of material about him. And in the end, the more you read about him, kind of the more confusing it gets. He rewrote his own autobiography 3 times. I know. And he never let the truth get in the way of a good story. And in the end, our movie's not really a biopic about P.T. Barnum. It's inspired by him, and it's probably the movie that he would like to be told about himself, you know? There's some elements. So we wanted to tell a really good story, and really, more than just being about Barnum or the birth of showbiz, I think it's a very strong story about tolerance and about being who we are. He did think the world in a completely different way to everybody else. He saw the whole landscape differently, and he did come across a lot of opposition, and he just pushed right through it. And in that, I'm incredibly I have a lot of admiration for him.
And also, he was a man who loved talking about himself. He said,
I
don't mind what the newspapers write, as long as they write something. And you said, as Aussies, we don't like the spotlight on us. So, I mean, there is a contradiction between you, the person, and...
Yeah, I'm not like him. I mean, hey, I'm sitting on a chair here talking to you. He famously said, without promotion, something terrible will happen. Nothing. And he invented marketing, but he believed in himself, and he was his own best PR agent that there's ever been. I am more shy, more introverted, not nearly as courageous as him, not nearly as much of a disruptor as him, but hey, I can pretend.
Is there a time in life where you felt that you've been pretending? Or also, this movie is about celebrating your being different. When did you realize you were different?
I think definitely, I think most people can relate as teenagers, you know, the pressure to fit in, to like what everyone else likes. There's a lot of influence coming from advertising. This is what's cool, this is what's good, this is the music, this is what you should wear. I think I was, like most kids, probably a little in that trap. I think as you get older, you get more confident and more self-confident that you're able to just be who you are. For me, I am going to be honest, probably only the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. I think by the time you have kids and you really want them to be who they are, to love what they love and not spend time worrying about what other people think. But I think a lot of my life I've worried about what other people think.
And this man loved playing hoaxes. One hoax that you could pull off.
Me. I tell you, I've had many hoaxes pulled on me. That's the first thing that came to mind. I was on a TV show. Someone made me believe that I burnt down their $30 million home, and also the home next door. And it was on a TV show called Punk'd, and it was the worst 45 minutes of my life. That was by far the best practical joke anyone has ever pulled on me.
And anyways, before we wrap up, do you want to just sing a line for your fans in India?
To everyone in India, I hope you enjoy The Greatest Showman. I think you will. I know you guys love song and dance as much as I do, so I hope you do it. There's a great song in this, which is a celebration of life. I am brave, I am bold, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Be you, India.
Zendaya, both of you are literally rewriting the stars, as they say. You're a singer and a dancer, so was playing Anne Wheeler a piece of cake for you, or was it tough?
It was tough because, singing and dancing is obviously something I love, but then when you add trapeze and aerial work on top of that, it makes it very difficult,
And so you did your own stunts.
Yeah, as much as, we could do, we wanted to do. So, it definitely quite literally threw us for a loop a little bit, and it required a lot of multitasking, because,
Yeah, we were like Tom Cruising and musicaling in the air.
Yeah.
And also, Zac, it's been 9 years since High School Musical, and then you had Hairspray. So was it easy getting your groove back on that dance floor? Because you took a break from dancing.
You know what? I never lost my groove. It was fun. It was like basically we got to go to theater camp or theater school or kind of just get ready for a Broadway play, or what I imagine getting ready for a Broadway play would be like. It was really fun. We got to know a great team of choreographers, some of the best musicians in the world right now, the guys behind La La Land, Benj and Justin, who are such incredible writers, and our director's just a genius. So we really had a chance to get to know each other and to practice as if we could do the whole show, like as a play, and then we tackled it as a movie.
True.
And brought it down to kind of like real life.
Also, your chemistry, it's just like magical. So did it have something to do with the harness, or was it that Anne and Philip came together and it was just boom, it was magic?
We keep saying harness. When were we harnessed? We harnessed one
really
shot. We weren't really that harnessed that much. We had one harness for one shot because it was
But
super
that's
dangerous.
the best shot. Everyone's talking about that.
No, it's
Of
just
you
one
hanging.
shot. We're not harnessed in that
there's
shot.
no harnesses in that.
I think that's us. Like we
No,
can
there's
do
no
that.
harnesses.
We can do that. Like that's something we could easily do. And it's crazy. We learned how to do that just hanging from one hand. But there's a shot where we get pulled up into the air, and that we're harnessed because that was quite dangerous. Where you shoot up really fast. But for the most part, we learned how to do it, and we were committed. We didn't really know what "Rewrite the Stars" was going to be, which is our song in the movie, which
magical.
Yeah, which is a great karaoke song. And we had no idea really what was going to happen. So just day by day, we kind of took it one step at a time, and we practiced little things like that we knew we could get better, and the director would let us try one more take, and eventually magic happened.
And working with Hugh Jackman, the man dances, he sings, he acts. Is there something that he can't do? What was it like
Honestly,
working with
I
him?
don't think so. I think actually there's one thing he can't do. He can't be mean. He's just not a mean person.
You're right.
It's just he just couldn't.
Unless you really threaten somebody close to him, I don't think
but that's not even being mean though. That's just that's justified.
Yeah, that's just you're right. I don't think so.
He couldn't.
He's kind of a god.
Yeah,
he's
he has a ray of light to him, and what I think is really cool also about him is he doesn't mind sharing the light.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He doesn't want to take it all for himself. He's very much spreading joy and happiness to everybody. It's ridiculous.
I wish he was here. I wish we're in Australia. It's crazy, and I wish we were here with him because he is such a ray of light. This movie's a cool kind of, I don't know. This is a great symbol for who he is. He is the greatest showman. In so many ways.
Absolutely, and in the nicest way possible. And also, this movie resonates of a Bollywood film. Both of you could have an alternate career in art cinema, and you worked with Priyanka Chopra.
Yes, yeah, I love Priyanka.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah, she's fantastic. I really hope she sees this movie. She's gonna like it. How's Priyanka? Is she good? I know she's like going crazy all over the world and doing filming, but.